Hello, Brian the Fanboy here, and today I am going to review Ultraman Towards the Future. Now, this is the 12th Ultra series from 1990, and it is the series that introduced me to Ultraman back when I was little. Actually, it was the toy commercial for Ultraman Towards the Future that introduced me to the Ultra franchise, but anyway, the series begins when the first episode starts by introducing, introducing these two men who are astronauts, and they were on the planet Mars. And then suddenly came this kaiju that was causing trouble. Oh, I forgot to mention the names of the two men are Stanley Haggard and Jack Shindo. Yeah, so anyway, yes, the kaiju was causing trouble, and well, Jack went to I think it was a shuttle to do something, and that's when came this giant alien being, and yes, and the kaiju was well, it had a connection with this being known as Kudis. Yes, and anyway, the giant alien being fought the kaiju, and yes, of course, Stanley and the shuttle, well, the shuttle was destroyed, and it seems that Stanley was dead, and Jack, he was alone on Mars with no way of contacting anybody on Earth, and he was facing up the giant alien being. Now, now we arrive on Earth, where we meet these two women. Their names are Jean Echo and Kim Xiaomin. They are part of this group called the Universal Multipurpose Agency, or UMA for short. Yes, and the purpose of UMA is to help defend Earth and its people from any threats. Then Jean, she decided to go for a walk, and then came another kaiju. We started to attack the city, and eventually, yes, Jean was knocked out during the attack. Also, a little bit while we meet other members of UMA. They are a man named Arthur Grant, and he is the like commander or something. Then we have a man named Charles Morgan and a man named Lloyd Wilder. Yes, there are other people who are part of UMA, but the names I mentioned are just the they're the main characters in the series. No, let's see. Oh yes, eventually a man came to help her Jean. She woke up and then realized that the man who helped her was Jack. And she was surprised to see him because well, she wasn't sure if he was alive, and when she asked Jack how he got back, Jack said that she wouldn't believe him, and he told Jean to go. She did, and well, Jack went somewhere where nobody would look, and he hold out this pendant, which is called the plasma delta, and did something like this, and he turned into the giant alien being that was that he saw that he came face to face on Mars. Yes, he was flying that guy. I think I say his name was Bogon, something like that. But yes, and then when the people of Uma were watching it on the screen, well, when the when one of them asked, Arthur said that on Mars, uh, they call him Ultraman. So yes, the giant alien being that Jack uh, met and turned into was of course Ultraman. And yes, he Ultraman fought Hogan and eventually defeated that Gaiju. And even though it was the end of the battle, it wasn't the end of the war. And anyway, he did win the Ultraman did win the first battle of the series, but well, just like all the other older series, Ultraman he fought Gaijus and alien beings. Of course, oh, I forgot to mention that Ultraman Towards the Future is also the first Ultra series to feature an all English speaking cast since the series was made in Australia, and also the episodes were originally direct to video cassette before they started airing, which I'll get at that later in the video. Yes, well, let's see. Yes, now during the series, well, the kaijus were being were the result about this thing called goodies, which was some kind of virus that infects worlds, and Earth was its next target. Now let's see. Oh, and also in every episode, whenever Ultraman was fighting a kaiju, well, the narrator would say, because of Earth's polluted atmosphere, Ultraman can only stay in his giant form for 3 minutes. Time is running out. The same words in every episode. Yes, and let's see. No, I think in the middle of the series, well, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, during the series, there, there's some kind of, well, a hint of romance between Jack and Jean. Since, I think there was an episode where, it is said that they knew each other since high school. Yeah. Anyway, at the middle of the series, we see the return of Stanley, and well, everybody was surprised because nobody knew that Stanley was still alive. Of course, later in that episode, it was revealed that it was actually Goodis in the former Stanley, and he talked to Evil of Uma about his plans. But then he was told that if he consumes everything in the universe, then there'll be nothing else left to consume. Eventually, oh yeah, and Goodis and Stanley form turned into a kaiju and Ultraman defeated him. However, in that same episode, well, Jean was infected with the Goodis cells, and yeah, in the next episode, they were trying to figure out a way to cure her. Jack and Ultraman, and maybe some members of Uma, the oh yes, they found a way, and eventually Jean was cured. And for the rest of this series, the episodes were mostly had to do with environmental concerns. Kind of like what Captain Planet did. Since because back in the late '80s and early '90s, environmental awareness was a big thing back then. Yes, or at least it was starting to become a big thing. But anyway, yes, and most of the kaiju attacks were the result of the damage that humans had done to Earth. Now we get to the final two episodes, which is total 13. I forgot to mention that Ultraman Towards the Future consists of 13 episodes, but anyway, in episode 12, there came this kaiju that came from the sea, and later in the episode, well, Jack he deciphered the writing on this kind of plate thing, and it says that something about something that came from the sea and other that comes from the sky. And then episode 13, which is the final episode, uh, another kaiju came from space. But of course, Ultraman took care of it, fought them, and then yes, both kaijus were defeated. And well, Jack was no well. Ultraman no longer needed Jack to be his host, so Ultraman left Earth, and Jack is fully human again, and continue on the living among members of Uma, and also the victory over the final two kaijus gave humanity a second chance in trying to fix the damage that was done before to Earth, and that was the end of Ultraman Towards the Future. Now, and what do you think about this series? Yeah, I think it was alright. I mean, it was different from the previous older series that I've seen, and well, I did end up having a crush on Kim because of how beautiful she is. Yes, and oh, and it is an interesting thing about this series. In Japan, it was called Ultraman Kureido, which means Ultraman Great. Yes, and was dubbed in Japanese for the people of Japan. And as I said before, the toy commercial for Ultraman Towards the Future was my introduction to the Ultra franchise. And yes, a cousin of mine had a toy of the Yakushindo Ultraman along with Bogan. And my cousin cried when the leg of his Ultraman toy broke off. Yeah, it was back when we were little. And let's see. Yes. Oh, and also, like I said before, Ultraman Towards the Future was originally released as direct-to-video cassette. At least the episodes were. But eventually, it did air in America. And let's see what else. As well as Japan. Of course, there's a limit to how long you can, run a reruns of the same show for a certain time. So, yes, I think that's all I can say about Ultraman Towards the Future in this video. And also, please subscribe to my channel because it will help me a lot. And also, please share this video on social media like Facebook, Twitter, or whatever. So, that's it, and we'll see you next time. Bye.